Hey Siri, play workout playlist.
sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings.
Game time.
Is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Up past the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. Second in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Mon now off of play action. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Oh, going for Jefferson.
Dang, they already got me fired in the
right along the sideline. What a job of
commentating.
There. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I'm in the middle of the game. You're talking about how I'm about to get fired.
Down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mon. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. A give. This is Cook. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Cook. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Left side, Cook. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Trying to finish off this opening drive. From the 3, this is third and goal. Cook. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on fourth and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Running for it, here's Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, 49ers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there, having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So on 4th down, the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
A good pickup there, a 22. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Mon. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground.
Oh, my God, good D.
Ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready and looked for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Mon looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Joseph is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun now for Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
That bad internet gonna be
Now he's
crucial.
back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Mon going to throw it. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him. And
here's a diving catch right side.
Drop that. Let's go,
Well executed 22-yard gain. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. First down, here's the run with Cook. Dances by at the 20. 57 yards rushing for him now to this point. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Handoff comes to Cook. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
They're trying to save my job out here. Let's go. They tell me I'm on a hot seat. Can't get fired from a money league. Let's go.
Thomas. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Throwing on first down is Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And got his man complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
It's hard to judge that. Snag, I couldn't tell where it's going to land.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Lance now to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Green Jacks. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Too little, cut. Lost 10. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. You run.
Lance looking to throw it. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35.
Let's go.
There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going
My
to
niggas out here
be.
trying to save my job.
Turning into an
Let's get it.
offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Joseph on for the extra point. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Daniil Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Lance, and they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Throwing his Lance on third down. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now Lance again.
Oh,
Incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance. That swung out to Mostert.
Let's go.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard.
Playing. That means every third in line he's going to get.
More bounce when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line.
Oh, so close to getting that sack.
Up of 28 yards.
He took a hit. Damn, nice. Man, it was like 100% on 3rd down and
From
shit.
Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And Lance going to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field.
How about you pick one?
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Flush to his right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Lance. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Back 55, back 55. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Back 55.
And they'll go for it. Lance. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And the Vikings will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. There he goes, right side, the 30.
Go. Best running back in the NFL.
Vikings. Boy, the word with Dalvin Cook is explosiveness. I'm not sure there's anybody in the league that has the acceleration that he does, and he put it to good effect there.
And that's his 2nd touchdown run of this game, and this one, add a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go, but how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Lance. Flushed out right. This one caught by Kittle. And all the way down to the 26.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd.
Kittle fast as fuck, man.
And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. And keep slice move. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. You ain't doing nothing.
Now Lance. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline
Man.
is used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
Come on, Xavier, let's go.
And their struggles continue here.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Oh, keep this personnel out here, man. Y'all
That
playing.
means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Lance. Forced out to his left. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance, 15 yards. And the 49ers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. It's a run with Mostert. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball.
Oh, my goodness, he dropped it.
Taking it. Big time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play action pass could very well be open.
Feeling you dirt.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, I've heard you say that so much of being a great inside linebacker is diagnosis. And that time he diagnosed things instantly, made a beeline for the football.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And the final number here in terms of the top speed that he hit, absolutely absurd. Next Gen Stats has him at better than 23 miles an hour on that one.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here's Mon. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
He's got a man complete.
Go.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. They go play action here. Mon. And he's got this to Jefferson.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Now Mon.
Throw left side on target to Thielen. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. They'll go with a keeper. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
It doesn't help indeed.
Westbrook now on the return.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they look to finish strong in this 4th quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. Fred Warner, first-time All-Pro in 2020, in on the stop defensively.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Mon looks to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 3rd down. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
And he returns this to the 22.
And they take a knee.
Good game, bro.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league. They pretty much
talking about fire.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for Minnesota, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.
Yeah, man, when I run the ball 20 times, man, we win the game. Run the ball. Justin Jefferson always doing his thing. Thielen, how many drops you have? 2? 8.